Allahumma barik wa sallim nahmadu wa nusalli ala rasulil karim amma ba'. Abu Sa'id radhiyallahu anhu narrates that Nabi sallallahu while entering his masjid saw some persons laughing in a manner that their teeth were visible. He said, "Behold, if you frequently remember this destroyer of pleasures, that is death, if it will distract you from what I am seeing, your excessive laughing. So remember frequently the destroyer of pleasures, that is death. For verily not a single day passes upon the grave, but that it cries out, saying, I am the house of exile, I am the house of loneliness, and I am the house of dust, and I am the house of worms. When a believing slave of Allah is buried, the grave says to him, You are most welcome. Indeed, you were the most beloved to me of all those who used to walk upon me. So now when you have been placed in my charge and you have been brought to me, you will see my excellent treatment." Rasulullah SAW then said, "So the grave expands for him as far as the eye can see, and the door of paradise is open for him. And when an immoral slave of Allah or an unbeliever is buried, the grave says to him, You are most welcome. Indeed, you are the most despised by me of all those who used to walk upon me. So today, as you have been placed in my charge and you have been brought to me, you will soon see my treatment towards you." Rasulullah SAW said, the grave then closes on him until one side meets the other and his ribs get intermingled. Rasulullah SAW then illustrating placed the fingers of one hand between the fingers of the other hand. He added, Allah sends upon him 70 serpents. If one of these were to breathe upon the earth, it would not produce any crops as long as the world remained. They will go on biting and lacerating him until he is brought forth for his account on the day of resurrection. Na'udzubillah min zalik. Rasulullah SAW said, the grave is either a garden from amongst the gardens of paradise or a pit from the pits of hell. Tirmidhi. Anas ibn Malik radhiyallahu anhu narrates that Nabi SAW said, "Verily the slave of Allah, when he is placed in his grave and his companions depart, he indeed hears the beat of their sandals, and then two angels come to him and make him sit and ask, What do you say of this man Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? As for the mu'min, any believer, he will say, I bear witness that he is the slave of Allah and his messenger. He will then be said to him, Look towards your dwelling in hell. Allah has replaced it with a dwelling in paradise. He will then see both the dwellings. And as for the munafiq, any hypocrite and kafir, unbeliever, it will be said to them, What do you used to say concerning this man? He will reply, I do not know. I used to say what the people were saying. It will then be said to him, Indeed, you knew not, and nor did you follow those who knew. Then he will be beaten by hammers of iron, causing him to scream, the sound of which will be heard by everyone around him except men and jinn. Bukhari. May Allah give us tawfiq to put all this into practice and convey to others. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma bihamdika, asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wa salamun al mursalin, walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Taqabbalallah.